So something that you may or may not know about me is that I really love Christmas music. Like at one point I actually said that my favorite genre of music was Christmas music. And that was mostly because I didn't know what my favorite genre was at the time. And I felt like I liked a little bit of everything. And if there's any genre that's a little bit of everything mangled up in tangled up knots, it's Christmas music. And even though I don't tell people that Christmas music is my favorite genre anymore, I still consider myself a connoisseur of Christmas music. Don't worry, I'm not one of those people who starts before Thanksgiving. I have strict rules that I follow out of respect for others. But the instant that I'm allowed to listen to Christmas music by society, I do, and I love it. And even though I love Christmas music so much, there are parts in certain songs that I kind of forget about when Christmas is over. And then December comes around again, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot that this otherwise good song has this one line that I hate. So today we're gonna talk about blessed and cursed Christmas music. My favorite and least favorite things that I get to hear at this time of year. So we're gonna start with the good things, and we're gonna work our way up towards my favorite moment in all Christmas music history. So starting with my least favorite, but still actually pretty good, is versions of 12 Days of Christmas that are actually good. I'm talking Straight No Chaser, Pentatonix, Relient K. I feel like everyone hates 12 Days of Christmas because it's just kind of one verse 12 times and then it just keeps getting longer. I actually really liked the 12 Days of Christmas as a kid because I thought it was really cool that I had everything memorized in order, but I definitely understand the perspective of not liking this song. It's very repetitive. So I think it takes a lot of talent for a group to take something that is otherwise perceived as pretty boring and make it interesting, whether by changing up the style on the different verses. Some people have used mixed meter, changing the genre. Yeah, I just really want to give props to any group that is able to take such a kind of bland song and make it interesting. Okay, I forgot I put this on my list. So up next, I actually discovered this like literally earlier today. I was kind of reviewing Christmas songs, making sure I wasn't leaving anything out, and I found the music video for Jingle Bell Rock, the Hall & Oates version, and oh my goodness, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know how I've gone 26 years without finding this hilarious music video. I actually watched the first like 30 seconds and then I saved the rest because I want you guys to experience this with me. So I'm gonna watch the rest of this video and you guys are gonna enjoy this with me. I'm not normally the kind of person that it's not easy to make me laugh. Oh my goodness. From the very beginning, he's just like walking so awkwardly, and then the present, I don't know why it's so funny to me. Their overacting is killing me. I don't know why. Why are they there? Mood. What is this, 2020? Whoever says that cringe humor peaked in like the early 2000s is wrong. Hall & Oates invented cringe humor, and I love it. Okay, the next thing on my list is Mary Did You Know? And this is low on my list for a reason, but I put it on here because I want to take the chance to defend Mary Did You Know? I feel like it's kind of trendy to hate on Mary Did You Know lately because a couple of years ago, there was a tweet that got really popular that was like, yes, Mary knew, listen to women. And like, okay, I kind of agree with that, but at the same time, you need to listen to the whole song. I'm not trying to get like super religious on my channel, but there are religious Christmas songs, so I want to say this. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would give sight to the blind man, calm a storm with his hands, walk on water? Like, I don't think that Mary knew the extent of Jesus's power. You know, you're a 14-year-old human centuries ago. I don't think there's any way that you could possibly imagine just the power that a baby could have. The message of the song is that the most powerful thing that God has ever created is a baby right now. That metaphor is beautiful to me. The idea that something so small, something so unassuming could become so powerful, that message is really beautiful to me. So I just wanna stick up for Mary Did You Know a little bit, and now we can get back to the secular songs. Okay, this is a very specific blessed moment, but in the Bruce Springsteen version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town, there's that part at the end where he's just going, Santa Claus is coming to town. And because it's recorded live, I have no idea what's happening on stage, but he starts laughing at something. And one of like my favorite things in music is when you hear that the person recording the song is just genuinely enjoying themselves. I don't like those forced laughs in recording. Miley. But when you hear that someone's enjoying themselves, it just makes me so happy. And I don't know what is happening on this stage that he's on, but I like to just picture that some guy, I don't know, maybe one of the band members or something, is dressed up as Santa and is just going around goofing off, and he's making Bruce break character. That's so hilarious to me, and it just makes me smile every time I hear that song. Okay, another entire song that I really love is Warmer in the Winter by Lindsey Stirling. I feel like the song is a little underrated. I mean, it has 1 million views, but like, it doesn't get played on the radio or anything. It's a cute little cozy, like romantic winter song. It shows off her skills as a singer and as a violinist. And the music video for it is also really great. It's one of those one-take videos where they're moving around to a bunch of different scenes, and she's like dancing and playing her violin, and like props are flying around everywhere. It's a very impressive music video. Yeah, Warmer in the Winter, if you haven't heard that one before, look it up. It's really cute. It will become one of your favorite Christmas songs. Okay, now we're getting to the really good ones. I mean, like, I like everything else, but I think most of my favorite moments in Christmas songs are related to the music. And the first one, if you've ever been in like high school band and played the song Sleigh Ride, you know what I'm talking about. The part of the song where it's like, we all like that part. Everyone that I know likes that part. I think it's a universally accepted fact that the best part of Sleigh Ride is the birthday party at the home of Farmer Gray. It's great. I mean, that's really all there is to say about that. I guess I could just say, like, in general, I love Sleigh Ride. And my other favorite part is in the instrumental version, where it's like, that part's great. My last two are very, very specific. First, I want to talk about a specific arpeggio, and it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas by Johnny Mathis, specifically the Johnny Mathis version.
Look a lot like Christmas, toys in every store. What the prettiest sight to see.
It's so good. Is it just me? I don't know. I like how it goes up one way, and then when it comes down, all the notes are flatter. Like, it literally changes to a different chord on the way down. If I really wanted to, I could probably figure out the music theory behind it, but I'm choosing not to. I'm choosing to just like how pretty it sounds. To me, it sounds like a pretty complex arpeggio because it changes as you go back down. And I don't know, musically, I love that. Anytime I hear another version of It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas, I'm like, okay, this is fine, but like, where's Johnny Mathis's version? I want to hear that arpeggio. And my favorite thing that I look forward to every year is the tenor part in Perry Como's version of There's No Place Like Home for the Holidays. I'm gonna play that for you too. I think that the tenors only really come in the second verse. That flat? Are you kidding me? That's so good. I don't know. I think it's just me. I like accidentals, as you can tell. What we learned is that Becca likes accidentals. Maybe I should have just made a video called I Like Accidentals. It's another one of those songs where like, I love There's No Place Like Home for the Holidays, but like I really just want to hear Perry Como's version. Okay, fun's over. Now we have to talk about the things that I hate in Christmas music. This does not necessarily mean that I hate the entire song, but there are certain parts, certain cursed moments in these songs that I just, Okay, we're doing the same order as last time. We're working up towards my least favorite Christmas moments. So the least offensive bad thing, in my opinion, is that Feed the World song by Band Aid. What's it called? It's not called Feed the World. Do They Know It's Christmas by Band Aid. I understand that the intent of this song is good. And I know that it was part of like a big fundraising effort. So, you know, they did a lot of good work with this song. However, there are so many lyrics in this that make me cringe, like so hard. Do they know it's Christmas time at all? I mean, it's a bop. You can't deny that this song is like so catchy. Okay, that line actually bothered me for a while. I was like, the only water flowing in Africa is the bitter sting of tears? There's not like, I don't know, like a really big, well-known river over on the eastern part of the continent. I was like, are we just gonna forget the whole Nile? However, it turns out that they were talking about a specific part of Ethiopia that they were raising money for. So I'll rescind that comment. However, I don't know, like, it's still kind of weird that the song generalizes it to Africa, because there are lots of places in Africa where people live like comparable lives to our own. Again, Africa is a whole continent. There's mountains and it snows there. I looked this up. All you have to do is Google, does it snow in Africa? And yeah, South Africa, Mount Kenya, Mount Kilimanjaro, it snows in Africa. Do Texans know that it's Christmas time? Yes, it doesn't have to snow. Do you think that every time it snows, it's Christmas? If it snows in February, are you like, Merry Christmas? Snow and Christmas aren't related necessarily. And yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the idea of feed the world, let them know it's Christmas time. Does that not imply that we're only helping people who are less fortunate than us at Christmas time? I hope the children aren't starving all year and then they get to eat a meal and they're like, oh, someone fed us, it must be Christmas time. That's not right. I don't know. I know that a lot of people really like this song. I do like it, I really do. But I feel like some of the lyrics just didn't age well or could have used like a tiny bit of research or, you know, just someone in that entire cast of people singing going, wait, what about the Nile? Okay, this one is kind of dumb, but and I'll be home for Christmas. The dude says, please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. And that has bugged me for a really long time. I was like, how are you gonna put presents on the tree? But I actually looked it up. I know I keep getting my laptop out, but like this is actually really interesting information. I searched in quotes presents on the tree, and I found out that people actually used to hang their presents on the tree. People would get these like ornament stocking things to hang on the tree and put the present inside of them. I don't know, that's crazy to me. So this one, actually not that bad, and I learned something. So that's cool. And another one that I actually learned from, I think it's called Happy Holiday. The dude says, so get a peppermint stick for old Saint Nick, hang it on the Christmas tree. And I always pictured someone just getting like a peppermint stick. You know, like what you put in your hot chocolate. There's no curve to it, it's just literally a peppermint stick. How are you gonna hang that on the Christmas tree? It's a stick. I looked it up, and apparently, some people call candy canes peppermint sticks. That blew my mind. So these things are like way down the list. They're not actually that offensive to me anymore because it turns out that language just changes. And I think that's really cool. I felt like mentioning them because I wanted to share my newfound knowledge with you. Okay, does anyone remember that song from like 2010? That was Train. Train made this song. And it was literally just like a Coke sponsorship. And it was in every Coca-Cola ad for that entire year.
Shake up the happiness. Wake up the happiness. Come on, y'all. It's Christmas time.
I think most of the reason that I don't like this song is that it's a Coke ad. And even if you are just listening to it on the radio, you're not watching a Coke commercial, you can't escape the fact that it's a Coke ad because it's constantly going, dun 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 dun. Yeah, we get it. It's Coke. The other problem that I have with this is the whole song is themed around this line, shake up the happiness. And is it just me or does it feel like they're encouraging me to shake up a can of Coke? Don't shake soda cans. It's like, why are you saying shake it up? Don't shake it up. It's carbonated. Okay, oh my goodness. Here Comes Santa Claus. There are several lines in this song that I have a problem with. Again, it's a catchy song, it's fine. I like the overall song. But if I'm nitpicking certain moments, there are just so many lines that I'm like, why did you word it that way? The first one, hear those sleigh bells jingle jangle. Oh, what a beautiful sight. Wait, Are we hearing the sleigh bells or are we looking at them? I don't know. That bugs me. The sound of sleigh bells is a beautiful sight. I don't know. And also the line that's like, Santa Claus knows we're all God's children. That makes everything right. What does that mean? I feel like when someone says that makes everything right, something was bad. You're like righting your wrongs. So what did Santa do? I mean, like, of course we know he's like spying on children, breaking into people's houses. Like, maybe that's what he's saying, right? He's like, yeah, I know that Santa's like kind of a creep and he like broke into your house, but he knows we're all God's children. So that makes everything right. I don't know. Okay, so now we're to the musical ones again. Just like with my favorites, where my biggest favorite moments are all related to music, my least favorite moments are also all related to music. And the first one I want to talk about is Holly Jolly Christmas, specifically the Burl Ives version. It sounds like, oh my goodness, this is such a minor thing. Does it bother anyone else that he starts out the song with, "Have a holly jolly Christmas"? Like, you can't start it. The tune is, "Have a holly jolly Christmas." I didn't pick a good key, but it starts with da da da. And then, you know, when you get towards the end of the song and you want to like really give some extra intensity towards the end of the song, that's where you go, "Have a holly jolly Christmas," to kind of like pick up the pace, get people's attention back. He just starts out the song, very first note, "have," and I'm like, why? Even though this was like probably the most well-known recorded version of this song, every cover of it does not start with the high note because they know that that's not how you build intensity in music. It's just like, why? Why? It sounds like you're starting at the end of the song and that bothers me. Okay, this one I have complained about multiple times, and that is the Ronettes version of Sleigh Ride, where every 25 seconds they're going ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ding-dong-ding, ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ding-dong-ding. Oh my gosh. Okay, no disrespect to the Ronettes. I actually like a lot of their music, but who wrote this? I don't know if it was them or someone else, but someone literally sat down and said, you know, I really like the song Sleigh Ride. What could I do to make it better? Oh, I know. Take out 75% of the song and replace it with ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ding-dong-ding. Ah! And then they just changed the key like 8 times. And that's the whole thing. There aren't verses. They took out the Farmer Gray part. I mean, the audacity, truly. It's catchy, but I don't want to hear it like 5 times in different keys. I would like it more if they just gave me the rest of the song. And very, very similar, the most cursed thing in all of Christmas music history is in the movie The Polar Express. If you watched The Polar Express, you probably already know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Silver Bells. The Polar Express has ruined the song Silver Bells for me.
We're lost.
Ring-a-ling, 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 ring-a-ling. Oh my gosh! I know that it's intended to, I don't know, I guess make you laugh or make you cringe, but oh man, I can't listen to Silver Bells anymore without just going ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. It drives me crazy. So that, I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, is the most cursed Christmas-related music thing that I've ever heard in my life. So there you have my nice list and naughty list of your Christmas music. These guys are getting cool. Again, this is all in good fun. I hope I didn't roast one of your favorite Christmas songs too hard. Like I said, everything on this list I really do enjoy, and I really can't help but sing all of these songs. But it's just the little details that make me cringe, or that make me say, this is the best Christmas song that I've ever heard in my entire life. But let me know what you guys thought. Did you agree or disagree with what I said? And let me know what I forgot. What other blessed and cursed Christmas moments are there? If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because we put videos out every other Friday about music, media, linguistics, and whatever else is on my mind that week. Thanks so much for watching. See ya.